Hello everyone, welcome once again with your boy Converser. So today's video is gonna be short, so you don't need to put me in 1.5 speed because I'm gonna talk fast anyway, and you see it right now. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, either United States, Asia, and stuff like that. So today's video, as the title shows, it's not clickbaity. I have a friend or acquaintance, or whatever you could call it, who is considering. He's currently working at Tesla here in Norway, and he's not working as a normal employee. I can't specify what exactly because it is what it is, but he's kind of an expert in his domain, and we were talking a little bit a week ago or something, and he was considering going to NIO, work at NIO, because he has some of his colleagues anyway. They switch from Tesla to NIO here in Norway. This is really good news for NIO stock and for NIO as a company. Why? Because they are not going for for Ford, or they are not going for other brands like Jaguar or anything else like Audi, VW. They are trying to get the best of the best, and we know that the best of the best are in Tesla right now. Of course, there is a lot of people out there, even people who create YouTube content, who kind of are against NIO as a company, because they think that the battery swapping technology is a waste of time. But I mean, it's normal when you have 100% of your portfolio in Tesla. You will be a little bit biased in any way, right? It doesn't mean, of course, I'm not saying that NIO is gonna be at their kind of like Tesla, but it could be one of the biggest companies in EV, EV cars. So even though people, they say that, oh, people who miss the train on Tesla, they're trying to get into NIO stock just to kind of maybe hope that they're gonna reach Tesla. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think any company will reach Tesla. Tesla is gonna be by far the biggest company. But these other companies, EV companies that are starting, they will do well in the future, because we see the adoptions of EV cars around the world, and we see now that NIO specifically came to Norway. I shared on my last video some couple of pictures of the place where they bought where they have the NIO house, and it's really good point where in the middle of the city. And they have another new space where it is in NIO, it's in Oslo as well. It's a really they chose really good spots in Oslo. I mean, the best spots there is now is NIO spots, because I don't see Tesla having the same spots as NIO now in terms of NIO house and NIO space and so on. So yeah, as the title shows, I have a friend, we were talking a little bit, and his friend is starting NIO, and they're trying to get him into a NIO company. He wants to do that, but they are still in negotiation. Of course I can't share too much information because it's still in the process, right? And I can't share his name and stuff like that, but it's good because I will have more information later on when it comes to NIO and stuff like that. Of course, the things that he could share are not the things that he can't, because of course once you are working at a company, there is a limit on what information you could kind of share to your friends or your stuff like that. But it's good. It shows you that they are trying, that the NIO are trying to kind of succeed by going and trying to get the best of the best. Of course, they're gonna give them more salaries, and that's the way to go. You can't go to a Tesla employee and tell them come to my company, but we'll give you the same salary. I mean, it doesn't work like that. So you're gonna kind of give a little bit of a compensation for kind of for changing the job. And of course, as this friend told me, he said, well, in Tesla you have a lot of kind of controlled things that you could do. You can't kind of experiment, and he's kind of excited to go to Norway, to NIO, because he thinks that in NIO he could experiment more in his field, right? It's more welcomed than in Tesla. I hope he does well. I hope NIO succeeds here in Norway. And of course the NIO house and NIO space, it's still under construction, and when they're gonna finish it, I'm gonna probably try to get in and just film if I'm allowed to. I hope I would be allowed to do that. I'm excited about, like, when I saw the comments, and because I check a little bit to see the comments of Norwegians, to be specific, on how they think about the company, and I see that there is a lot of, there's a lot of excitement about NIO company, the premium. Of course, it's not competing against the Model 3 here in Tesla Model 3, but it's competing against the other models like Model S and Model X. The price range is gonna be expensive because here, I'm gonna share with you something. Here in Norway, the prices here, it's more expensive, of course, than other places. Let's take, for example, Model 3. If you buy Model 3 Tesla here, and you have it like full, like with every option you could have, like with, the self driving and stuff like that, you will pay 589,000 kroners, which amounts to, you could do conversions yourself, but I think it amounts to maybe $70,000, something like that. And if you want to buy the base model and you don't add anything, I think you pay 450,000 kroners, which is maybe $50,000, something like that. And NIO, of course, is going to be in a range as in Model S's and X's, which means around 800, between 600 and 800,000 kroners, which is between, I think, 75 to maybe 90 or $100,000. Yeah, I hope I'm not screwing things up here, because the conversion is a little bit difficult. It changes from day to day, so you could like maybe check it out yourself, but it's expensive to say the least here. And there is a lot of Norwegian who likes luxurious stuff, and you see that there is a lot of there's a lot of e-tron cars here in Norway, like Audi e-tron. People buy e-trons a lot, and it has nothing to do with performance or anything else, because in the Norway country is kind of a small country. Not small country in the sense that land-wise, but everyone who works, they work like kind of, it's condensed, like when you see Oslo, we have maybe 800 or 900,000 like in population, and it's condensed. All the jobs are here, so people, they don't focus so much on range like Tesla, kind of like what is available in Tesla. They just like range that is kind of something like, it shouldn't like be more, maybe 200 miles or 250 miles. It's enough for people here, because they just go around the city. And of course, you have really luxurious cars like e-tron and stuff like that, where you could live in the car more than live outside the car. And I believe that NIO will be doing good. They will have their own community that does good. So this is it, like in terms to the content of the video. I just want to share it with you guys. Of course, I'm gonna try later on, maybe when he gets the job, to maybe get an interview with him, and go around like what he thinks about the company in terms of what they do differently, if I could, because I don't know like what is the implications of working in a company, and what you could share to the public or what you couldn't share. But to say, nonetheless, it's good to have a friend who works now, like who's gonna potentially work in NIO in the future. And there is a really good news like coming up, I think yesterday or the day before, that NIO increased their capacity with the GAC. The GAC is the manufacturer who manufactures NIO cars, and they have a deal now that they're gonna increase the capacity like 100%, which means from 120,000 cars a year, they're gonna have it to 240,000 cars a year. And to give you a picture, just see how much cars Tesla delivered in 2020. It was 500,000 cars, and by NIO having 240,000 capacity, and it's really a huge thing, because then they can grow in a more exponential way. And you see it in the price of the stock as well. The price went up 6%, I think, yesterday, because of the news. And I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive. So I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna try to now. Oh my god, there's something else. This is really huge. I'm sorry I didn't like post any video lately, and there's a lot of things to I'm a personal, but things that I'm gonna, from now on, I'm gonna post more frequently, because I told you before, people who follows me, I told you that I was in parental leave and I was taking care of my child. My daughter, she's 1 year old, but now she's gonna get into kindergarten, so she's gonna start her her new experience in kindergarten. I hope she does well, and by doing so, I'm kind of have a little bit of freedom to kind of release more contact with you guys. I hope you're doing well. I mean, if we talk about new stock, like the price wise, $36 I think it is now. And what I think about the price, if you're a long-term investor, it's a really good entry point. But you shouldn't think too much about the volatility that it is now. The volatility sucks. And I mean, it is what it is. It's not only you who is down. If you have been invested in the stock market in just a couple of months now, I know it feels like bad, like why the fuck, why did I start investing in the stock market? It's really bad and stuff like that. No. Think about the future. Just invest whatever you can, like just DCA or dollar cost average, whatever you can. Of course, it's not financial advice, so do your due diligence and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna show with you my portfolio now, just to give you an idea about that. Not only you, that is not only you who is suffering, that everyone else is suffering, but including me. But what do I think about it? It's fine. I just whenever I have some money, I just buy the stocks I love and stocks I appreciate more. So I'm gonna get into the stock portfolio now. Let's do it. Boom. Look here. Now we are getting into my portfolio. I haven't shared my portfolio for a while now, but here it is. As I said in my first videos, that I'm gonna show everything with you guys. I'm not gonna hide anything. I don't need for you to support me in terms of Patreon and stuff like that. Just being here, just liking the video. If you appreciate the video, of course, just subscribing to me. That's more than anything else. So here it is. I have holdings of $113,000. Days gain, because now it's open, the market is open, is 345 here in Norway. So days gain is 1%, total gain is 11.7%, and I mean, I had at one time I had like 30% or 40% even gain there, and they had like $130,000 before adding anything else. But now I added a lot more, added close to $20,000, but still I'm down on everything, because whenever you buy, there is a dip, and there is the dip, and there is the cousins of the dip, and everything else. So now here is the whoopee, is my portfolio now. Look, so I have NIO. Let's go to the details, because the details shows everything. So I have NIO. I have 100 shares of NIO. As you see here, I have a cost price of 35.73. The price now is 37.47. I'm up total gain 4.8%. NIO. Tattooed Chef. I have 369 shares with the cost price of 17.3, and now the price is 20.8, and total gain is almost 21%. Space. I have 100 shares, 25.12. My cost price now is 26.18, and I'm up 4%. Now let's get into the the juicy part. So Go EV or Canoe, 300 shares, cost price of 9.34. Now the price is 7.7. I'm down almost 17.5%. Corsair Gaming, have 322 shares. I just added some shares yesterday, like 22 shares I added yesterday. 322 shares with a cost price of 32.42. Now the price is 31.54, so I'm down how much? 2.6%. Palantir stock, I have 500 shares, a cost price of 24.7. The price now is 21.8, and I'm down almost 12%. Bionanogenomics or BNGO, I have 1,500 shares with a cost price of 7.75. The price now is 5.6, and I'm down 28%, which is 3,000 $200. Tesla, last one I had 110 shares, $468 cost price. Now the price is $609. I'm up 30%. Yeah, so which gives you a total of $112,800 now. A total give 11%, which is $11,000. Of course, I mean, everyone is down, so you shouldn't think about it. Just focus on the companies that you believe in. I have like a couple of companies, as you saw, that I believe in more than others, but it is what it is. Everyone has his own mind. I'm just sharing with you what I have. If you want to follow me, it's on you. It's not on anyone else. When I buy something, it's on me. I need to do my research, I need to do my due diligence, and when I buy something, I'm comfortable enough holding it when times are bad and holding it when times are good as well. So I hope you're doing well, I hope you invest safe. Please do your own research. Now the market is trying to recuperate a little bit, but you know, I feel like next year, or maybe after summer, we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, oh man, why didn't I buy more of those shares when they were cheap? But it's always easy to say if, because when you are in this situation, you don't want to buy nothing. When everything is down, you're like, actually I don't want to buy because it's gonna dip more. And when it's up, everyone starts buying. It's really, the psychology here is really unique. So you should be, you should always, it's difficult, but you should always like kind of control yourself, control your mind, control your actions, and you will do nice in the future. So if you are new to the channel and you want to find your way back, please consider subscribing down below, and invest safe guys, and see you on my next video. Bye bye.